Guess who got brands talking? Brandlive.co.za.
Woo! Yeah.
Who do you? What's up?
Upon a time I was falling in love. Now I'm only falling apart. Okay, that's all I know. But welcome to it,
That's
ladies
quite
and
an
gentlemen.
interesting intro. You can carry on.
No. Welcome to the show today, ladies and gentlemen and geeks. You're tuned into Geeks Connect with myself, Tiyani.
And you got your boy Mixo here in the house as well.
Yes, this is the show where we connect geeks out there to the ordinary people, to the users of technology, to opportunities, to innovation tools and platforms, and get you in that coding mode into that code jam. So grab a cup of coffee and let's do it.
Yeah,
Geeks Connect.
Hook up your Java right there. And yeah, you seem like in a very good, bubbly, lovely mood. And
Yes,
singing
man,
lovely songs
it's the State of the Nation address today. I'm excited about it. Yeah.
What are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to some good old entertainment and looking out on the tweets. Remember Sona 2015?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're actually recording that on video. And the tweets were flying in like hell. And of course, some other things were flying in Parliament. Papers were flying. Fists were throwing up in the air. It was crazy. So we are looking forward to that kind of craziness. But of course, we promote good behavior. But if hell break loose, we are the guys who are just sitting at the back, just enjoying the show.
Yeah, and I hear you mentioned something that there's going to be some connectivity this time.
Yes.
I hope that everybody will be sharing the info with us.
Yes. So everyone in Parliament today, the invited guests, the journalists, they are getting Wi-Fi. You getting Wi-Fi. Everybody's getting Wi-Fi. Yeah.
That's going to be pretty awesome. Right? Like now people can actually get tweets. I can just imagine all the older ladies in Parliament taking selfies and putting up all those stuff on Instagram.
Yes, so that's the most important thing about the opening of Parliament. Everybody dress up. We've seen all kinds of different fashions.
Yeah.
And I love how Twitter becomes creative in trying to reference what inspired a particular dress. So I'm looking forward to that as well. It's going to be an exciting one. State of the Nation address will start at 6 p.m. tonight, happening in the Republic of Cape Town.
Yes, in the Republic of Cape Town. So all South Africans tune into the Sona, which will be happening in the Republic of Cape Town. It's going to be crazy. I mean, I can just imagine everybody should just have that data ready to plug in, to check all the comments. And I'm pretty sure we're going to see a lot of funny stuff with regards to the fashion. I just hope no one starts fights. Well, I don't know if I do hope that doesn't happen. I would love to see some action at Parliament tonight.
Yes, but we are looking forward towards what the president is going to say. Of course, we look forward to hearing where the NDP is standing right now, especially as the ICT policy is concerned. You might remember that last year the Department of Telecommunications released a white paper for ICT, so that was exciting. We look forward to seeing where the country is going as far as ICT is concerned, and where are we in terms of the digital transformation? Big ups to the digital television, the set-top box, which are now operational in provinces like Limpopo, in some parts of the Northern Cape as well. So that's exciting. We look forward towards that digital transformation. But remember, digital transformation has to get everyone behind the train.
So I guess it's not all bad and gloomy in South Africa. There is a bit of progress.
Yes,
especially on the tech side as well.
We are making progress indeed. We are making progress. Of course, we're still waiting for data to fall, but we're making great progress.
Yeah, that's great. So shout out to the cities that are giving out data. The city of Joburg, I think they connect you with 300 megabytes of Wi-Fi. The city of Tiyani, 500 megs. We don't know about the Republic of Cape Town, but there is Wi-Fi there.
Yes, there is Wi-Fi in many parts of Cape Town, especially in the parks, and also the city of Ekurhuleni. You
shout
get
out
like
to the
250 megabytes, but that's an interesting one as well. Yeah. Anyway, Mixo, where were you turning up this week?
This week I decided to take it easy, man. I mean, it was one of those where I sit back a little bit. I missed out on a lot of things. So I was like, this weekend, let me just be chilling at home. Just catch up with stuff at home, fixing. So no, I wasn't turning up. Where were you turning up?
The Standard Bank business incubator, they launched something called Startup Grid Pretoria. So
You said this weekend.
I said this week. Where were you turning up this week?
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
so
yeah. So
Yeah, so make sure you better be careful. You don't listen. They will dump you, Chief. It's Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is coming. And speaking of Valentine's Day, we'll be focusing this show too much on Valentine's Day today. We'll be giving out some cool prizes. Look out for that. And we have got Mr. Tendai on the show. A very interesting guy. Is the regional chapter of the Startup Grind Pretoria. So it launched in Pretoria on Tuesday. That's where we're turning up, and it's going to be exciting. And of course, the Microsoft Tech Summit was happening on Monday and Tuesday. I hear that it was a blast. Unfortunately, we couldn't go. So we hope that everybody went there and they learned something. Okay, so speaking of tech, Misho,
yes, sir.
what's some of the interesting tech facts do you have for us?
All right, so I'm gonna drop a couple of them for now. Looking forward to that Tendai interview. It's Startup Grid is something very new. It's not new, but it's new in Pretoria, and there's a lot of stuff that Standard Bank as incubator is doing, and part of that is they open the doors to Startup Grid. So we'll talk a little bit about that later. Before I continue, guys, don't forget to connect with us on Twitter. Use the hashtag GeeksConnect. Follow Geek Culture on Twitter as well, Instagram, Facebook, we're there. And we're about to go live. So we are live as well. So not only can you hear the show, you can actually get to see. So that's my ugly face right there that you can see. And that is definitely, I don't know, you guys decide. Valentine's, would you date him? Would you take him out on a date? Hit us up. Let us know what you guys are thinking with this show. So let's get right into it with today's tech facts, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so if you have your picture taken by the very first camera, you'd still wait for 8 hours to receive. So imagine right now, a lot of us can be busy taking selfies. Like T likes taking selfies of himself,
No, I
partying.
don't.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
You like taking selfies.
With certain people.
We won't mention names.
Okay.
All right, we won't mention names. But yes, he likes appearing in pictures. So if you were like T, who likes appearing in pictures, you'd have to wait 8 hours. Imagine 8 hours waiting to take a picture.
Jeez.
I mean, to see what the picture looked like.
You know, it's interesting how far technology has come. You know, I continue to fall more and more in love with technology.
Yeah.
But I don't get too much excited about technology. I see technology, but then the impact and the ease of life that technology brings onto the lives of people. That's the interesting part for me, because now instead of having to write stuff and so forth, we are documenting this generation. So the next generation, they will have life much easier because everything has been documented. They can see photos, they can read out all the articles out there, and it's gonna be interesting because we're living a very nice and fully documented and too much content. You know that content is king, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So we're living a digital footprint that has too much content, and keep on taking photos. It's much easier.
All right, so kids 20, 30 years from now who will be checking this video, that's your grandfather Tiyani right there. He probably will look worse than this now. Hopefully the jackets won't be the same. So
Yes.
looking forward to 20, 30 years from now. Hopefully it won't be taking that long to document everything. But we're going to be having so much information. Hey, like, it's going to be crazy.
Yes. What else do you have for us, Misho, today?
All right, so the other one is 97% of people type in random words in Google just to see if they spelled it right. So yes, people, we know some of you can't spell. So there's a couple of them. That is 97% of you guys. You all go to Google and say, how do I spell this word? How do I spell geek culture? And then you go to Google, and hey, Google being friendly, it helps you out.
Oh, yes. And of course, we also use Google to check internet connectivity. You want to see if there's internet, go to Google.
That's exactly what I do.
But, you know, I think the best platform to check internet connectivity for me right now is Slack.
It's Slack.
Slack.
Yeah.
You know, the communication tools, especially for projects.
Mm.
Yeah, so you go to Slack, they will tell you whether you are connected or not. If Slack does not connect, sorry, Chief,
You're
don't
not
have
connected.
internet. Yeah.
All right, interesting. So check out Slack to see if your internet is slacking or not, and it'll be able to get you guys connected. If everything fails, just Google it. Right, the last one that we have in 1999, PayPal, with its original business model, was voted top 10 worst business ideas.
Wow.
That was 1999, right? Top 10 was, imagine being a top 10 of worst anything ideas. As of 2015, they are a 9 point. They are worth 9. They are worth 9.2 billion.
Wow.
It's not me, guys. It's the sauna effect.
And the laugh bug. I think Michelle called a laugh bug.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes. So PayPal is now worth $9.24 billion. Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
So that's why we focus this show today on love. You know, loving tech, loving your startup, believing in it. You know, believing that this thing will really work, even though people are saying that no, it won't work. All the odds against you, because I remember around 1999, PayPal was one of the emerging companies when .com came into market, and a lot of companies were trying to go that route. I remember the founders of PayPal, including Mr. Peter Thiel. Was amongst the founders of PayPal, and the odds was just against them. They were struggling as a startup, you know, but fortunately they were around Silicon Valley, you know, and it was quite interesting to see how they managed to see what other people could not see and managed to take their startup forward. So .com played a very critical role, and of course during those time, the period of 1999, early 2000s, .com, we're talking about maybe geekculture.com.
Yeah.
.com as an enterprise, it was struggling a little bit as well, but the Silicon Valley startups saw the value out of that and managed to actually say that we're going to invest in this, and this is what every business needs, and they managed to take themselves up like that.
Yeah, so the message out there to all you guys, what we can learn from PayPal is, number one, don't give up on your idea. Don't give up on your relationship. Work on it. Give it time. Give it reasonable amount of time, and it'll eventually, hopefully, come right within time. So that's the thing about even startups as well. They take time. They need a lot of love, nurturing, TLC. Whatever you define as TLC for your startup, for it to grow. So keep on taking care of everything.
You know what I always say, that I'm a go-getter. That's why I'm a go-get-it. Get it?
I get it.
Awesome. Yeah. You know, so if you believe in it, go get it. It's yours. You know, of course, you do not love too much, especially when it comes to startups and tech. You know, because you.
So you're getting some relationship advice for your startup from T. Yes.
Yes, I can't give relationships advice in general, because that would be awkward. Imagine a gig giving.
What's wrong with that?
No, it's anyway. Yeah, but
what's wrong with that?
Because gigs, they are the worst kind of socially inclined people.
What?
Yeah, you guys are. But anyway,
what are you?
I'm a nerd. Anyway, when it comes to startups, do not become married to your startup.
Mm-hmm.
But if you are married, you need to realize that the startup can be like a husband, and it can be abusive, and you need to step out when things get tough. You need to be able to say, no, now it's time to let go. Yeah, you gotta let go sometimes.
Do you have a song for us around there?
No, I don't.
Not for this one.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are still tuned in to Geeks Connect on brandlive.co.za.
Don't forget to tweet us, Instagram us, Geeks Connect. Shout out to Bongi. I mean, we have to give a props to Bongi. She just dropped a tweet right now. She says it's her favorite time of the week. listening to the Geeks Connect show. So shout out to you, Bongi. We recognize and apologize for last week, but massive shout out to you.
Yes, you're still tuned in, and we're broadcasting in one of the boxes.
Dude, it's red. It's perfect. It's perfect place. Guys, if you can't find a spot to take your person, come to Brands Live. Come to the 27 boxes. There's a whole bunch of stuff you can get. I'm pretty sure some of you guys can even get Valentine gift ideas here as well.
Yes, so we're broadcasting in one of the boxes. Can you believe that?
Dude.
We are currently in a box and it's super cool. We'll take a tour some other time, but in a few weeks there will be some GoPro cameras in here, so we'll be able to see a whole lot of view in that. So I think that will be exciting as well.
Yes.
Yeah. But now we're going to check out something. This is what we call the weekly checkout. It's one of the interesting stuff out there. You know, a lot of our guys, African talent, they are struggling to make it out there. We need to ensure global competence. But then this comes with, of course, people using the technologies that they are building, people becoming better consumers. It comes with getting the commercial value out of their products, and maybe sometimes internalization of your product matters, you know. But what we do on this show is to give some of the, I don't want to call them little guys, but then guys who are just out there. They are passionate, they have a lot of ideas working on, and then they publish into the stores. So we may call these projects garage projects. You know, I'm always fascinated by this idea that perhaps the next Google cannot come from Africa at this time, because we do not have too much garage. We need to be able to create too much garage. Misho, what do you think?
Yeah, we need to be building a lot of stuff, and you know the nice thing about it is guys have started, but I guess there's always that cry out. I don't have a venue. There's a lot of coffee shops out there. I don't have this and this. So don't let the lack of your resources stop you from building and working on what you're trying to do. Push it out with the little resources that you have. Let the big guys meet you somewhere. They actually prefer working with guys who started doing something than someone who just have this next big idea. They're interested in to see your potential, so they call you the jockey, and it's what, jockey and a horse, right? They
Yes.
usually like betting on the jockey, which is you, the person who's in charge, who's coming up with the idea. If you are the right fit, even if you might not have the resources, then they can pay attention to you and help you by providing the resources. But don't just sit back and say, listen, I don't have anything, so what's the point? Start with the little that you have and start moving. I mean, you might start with a jacket that you've had for a while, and you never know, someone might just say, listen, would like to brand that very famous jacket of yours. And besides, I mean, that's very simple jacket the whole world gets to know. So guys, with the little resources that you have, start on it.
You know, you're talking about this jacket. I feel like there's a story behind that. Anyway, this week, ladies and gentlemen, we're checking out an app called PSL News. PSL News. Are
so
you a
for all
lover, Misho?
Am I?
Are you a lover?
Am I a lover?
Yes.
Yes, I'm a lover.
Do you love soccer?
I love soccer.
Awesome. Can you tell us about this app? Because I think it might be of interest to you, actually.
All right, so the app, before I start, don't forget, guys, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Geeks Connect, join us there. All right, so this is an app done by a very cool guy from Durbs, Audra. He did this, the idea with the app, right, is he wanted to create a platform where now you can get live updates for all the soccer stuff that's happening, the PSL league, all right? You get to know, like, Kaiser Chiefs won this week, shout out to them. It's all cool. 3-1. Hopefully Pirates and Sundowns. Okay, let's not go there. But anyway, yeah, the PSL app is more on updating on what's going on within the PSL. Live scores that are happening within while the match is playing. So you can have the app downloaded to you. For now, he's built it for the Windows Phone platform. So hopefully he'll be able to build it for other platforms as well. So this is one guy who I have to give props to, because he's always pushing things. Whether it's he always wants to make people be able to get information what's happening on TV through their mobile apps. I once created one for getting your favorite channels so you can get to see what's going on. So the PSL Live app is really all about connecting you with the PSL League. updates, live updates, score updates as well. So you can get to follow your teams and find out what's really going on.
Yeah, get the app on the Microsoft App Stores.
Yes.
I think I like Audra because I remember back in the time of load shedding, was one of the people who created load shedding apps. So I think it's always great to have people who can be responsive to day-to-day challenges.
Exactly.
In the time of crisis, the app developers need to step up and develop some cool apps around that.
And what I like about that is that you can actually you're more likely to hire a guy like Audra than someone else out there who hasn't built anything, right? So he can actually say, my profile is, I've got this app up on store. I've got X amount of downloads, and this is what it's happening. So you're more likely to hire someone, whether it's perfect or not, you're more likely to hire someone who's actually gone and showed you something than someone who has got nothing at all.
All right, yes. But then the issue of social entrepreneurship is of interest, obviously. In the midst of all the challenges that our country might have, you need to find a place. What can I possibly build out of this? If we've got water crisis at the moment,
yeah.
How do you now use whatever resources, whatever skills you have to be able to build something cool? In the midst of all the political stuff and all that, I saw someone last year. They've built a Kandla app. So we live in exciting times. As much as some of you might be complaining about Kandla and so forth, what are you doing about it? There's too much content out there that we can be using. And I saw the South African Politician Awards.
Yeah.
Yes, they will be happening in Cape Town. I'm just not sure when exactly. In the midst of all the problems, there are some goods that stand out to be recognized. And that's the thing about social entrepreneurship. It's about realizing value out of those problems in the community and be able to make something out of it.
I'm actually curious to now that you mentioned a bit of the sauna, I'm just wondering what will the cool guys from CSR be doing in terms of pulling out all this data that's going to be through. Your Dr. Bukosi's and his crew. Nyaleng, what will they be pulling this time around? Because I know in the elections, they were involved in gathering a whole bunch of info. So these are data scientists guys who are really, they're pretty cool, always picking out information and trying to analyze and make sense of it.
Yes, so that's the thing about, call it Twitter mining. So, well, rather social media mining. So people are saying a whole bunch of stuff, but then you can actually get to determine the mood right now of how South Africa is feeling, and extract that data and present it graphically using charts and all those nice histograms. So there's always a value out of everything. I remember last year before the elections, the CSR team were doing some great work as well in terms of trying to see what are the mayoral candidates addressing to the people out there, and what are the key needs that people need out there.
Yeah. So politicians, I mean, one of the things you guys can do is not take advantage of the geeks, but have a geek in your team, who can help you analyze the things that are out there, and this is not just for politicians only, but as a business as a whole. I mean, have someone who can really understand, some bit of business intelligence, the data, what are your customers saying. Don't just push out content out there and hope people would get it, but also get feedback and see what are the masses saying. There are a couple of cool tools to easily get that information out there.
I think we must also give a shout out to politicians who are tech inclined.
Yes.
Shout out to all the politicians who are on Twitter and keeping us updated.
Exactly. Thank you very much, guys.
Secondly, shout out to all the politicians who sees the need in digital education.
Yes.
Number 3, shout out to all the politicians who see the need for data to fall.
Yes, that's a massive one. Those ones definitely shout out to them as well.
Number 4, shout out to all the politicians who are recognizing the struggles of tech startups out there.
Yes, viva to that as well.
Number 5, shout out to all the politicians who recognizes the empowerment of women and children and getting them interested into the tech space and making sure that everyone moves with the boat, you know. And it's important that everyone it's within us to make sure that we get into that boat because remember what I always say to you, Misho. Those
you say
who,
a lot of things to me. But
okay, yes, I say a lot of things to you. But then remember, those who miss the boat now will miss it forever. That was a statement made by the former finance minister of Nigeria. She said that those who miss the boat now will miss it forever. And the world is getting smarter and smarter every day. The future comes sooner than expected. That's why Einstein never got worried about the future, actually, because it comes sooner than expected. And it's up to you to adapt and say, this is my place. I'm going to be doing this. This will be my thing within the digital transformation. And it's also important to keep focus and identify what are you really, really good at. What's your thing, you know? Yeah.
a lot of info from Mr. T today.
Do
you have another number 6 for us?
No.
Must we say Amanda? Amanda to the geek empowerers out there.
Yes, Amanda to the geek empowerers, and I know that there are a lot of politicians who follow geek culture activities. You know, we got even a follow from the sports minister. I think that was interesting. We're wondering, okay.
I think it probably was the SkateX, which is obviously fusing tech and skateboarding.
Oh yes.
So it was probably about the SkateX and the stuff that's being done in the Northern Cape. So Mr. Fix.
Yes. So that's the thing about IT. ICT in general. That's why I love technology. It is because if you had a dream as a child to become a doctor, if you wanted to be a professional skater, if you wanted to become to work with hair. For some reason, you wanted to work in the mine. The thing about technology is that you can be anything you want. You know, in America they say that you can be anything you want to be. I think with technology you can be anything you want to be because you get to work on all these different type of things, and that's why skateboarding was interesting for us. So we established this initiative called Skate Hacks, basically hack a skate. So we put tech onto skateboards, and the project was developed to encourage young people, especially around those rural areas, to be interested more into science and technology. So put tech onto the skateboard, and then we built a mobile app that visualizes data that is coming from the skateboard. So we can tell a skater that this is how much you have skated today. If you have jumped, this is the altitude, this is the speed, acceleration, deceleration, and we're currently trying to fuse in some machine learning and artificial intelligence to give that deep analysis of why a certain skater fell when they fallen into the skateboard. So be able to detect how were they standing on the skateboard. You know, so the field of sports science have a critical role, and IT people out there have all to do with it, and that's why it was also exciting to put in the Skate Hacks challenge at GK Hack 16. So shout out to the guys from Within Code. I know Dineo also worked on that project, so it was exciting to see data being taken from a skateboard live and be able to visualize all that data on a mobile app. It's up to us, you know, to empower the next generation.
Yeah, I think as parts of showing love to everybody out there, one has to say massive shout out to all the geeks out there. Firstly, the ones that are checking us on Instagram and Twitter. We're reading your stuff right now. You guys are seeing some really cool stuff. Who's funding this? Who's funding what?
Okay.
But anyway...
I think we can give a shout out on who's funding what.
Okay, so T wants to give a shout out on who's funding what.
Yeah, so firstly, what you must do is that all geek culture events are free. Ever since geek culture was in existence, since March 2015, we're turning 4 on the 15th.
March 2015.
Oh, 2013, yes. 2013.
On the 15th.
On the 15th.
So who's getting old now?
I am.
Yes, you're getting. Oh, say it
Yes.
again.
So ever since Geek Culture was founded in 2013 on the 15th of March, we are turning 4. We expect you to come to the party. Anyway, but we have never asked anyone
Bring
to
your
pay
own
for,
cake.
Yes, we never asked anyone to pay for events. That's because we have built so much excitement and able to convince all these different people that this is the kind of thing that is needed. So we collaborate with various cities. Shout out to the city of Tshwane, shout out to the city of Ekurhuleni, the city of Joburg as well. We recognize you. But then the skateboarding activities in particular, that's a proud collaborative project with the Northern Cape Provincial Government, Department of Economic Development and Tourism, otherwise known as DIDAT. So shout out to them for making sure that they provide support. And we get to do youth month tours around the province, reaching out to those deep rural communities in the Northern Cape to meet kids and tell them that, you know what, there's a future out there waiting for you. And you can be anything you want to be with tech. So we teach them how to code. There was a story that touched me last year when we were traveling between Kimberley and Uppington.
Yeah.
So on the road, we came across these kids. Every time we traveled, we came across these kids. They would ask for food from us. But then I thought, why? And that means that we can at least try to give a little more hope to these kids. So I'm glad that one of the measures that we have taken in the Northern Cape was to acquire a mobile trolley. So that mobile trolley is equipped with laptops, data in it, Wi-Fi, and then we can take it to all these different communities around the Northern Cape province to teach young people how to code. So that's one of my favorite initiatives that we get to do. Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, right now we're going to take an ad break.
Hold on. Before the ad break, I have to say shout out to the geeks out there. You stopped me.
Oh, sorry,
My
Chef.
goodness. Shout out to all the geeks out there who are really behind Geek Culture, who support us, who show us your love, who like our tweets, our everything that we post out there. Massive shout out to you guys for coming to our events. But at the same time, Geek Culture is a platform for you guys as well. As much as we might be behind it, it's a platform open to you guys. So connect with us. Let us know what you're doing and come through to the events. The reason we do the events is not to be all popular and stuff, but the events are for you guys so you can network and learn from other people. So those who've been attending, massive shout out to you guys. Those who are always retweeting, massive shout out to you guys. Those who are on Instagram, we see the stuff that you guys are saying and clicking those nice lovey buttons. So I think they say this in one of these Gossip Girls thing, XO or something.
Okay,
like
make
that.
sure you talk too much. So, ladies and
Says the
gentlemen,
guy who's been talking forever.
yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go to an ad break, and then after the ad break, we are going to be interviewing Mr. Tendai from Startup Grind, Pretoria. It's going to be exciting. You'll get excited about startups. I'm so excited, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to an ad break, and then after the ad break, we're going to play you a jam. I hope you are coding. See you after this.
Have you ever thought about the power of social media? Social media has the power to make your business grow. Grow! Yeah. Why don't you let us manage your social media? Because our business is to see your business grow. Visit us at www.bstownmedia.co.za.
Yeah, we back.
Yes.
And we're getting to another exciting part of it. Last week we had we had an interview with Mr. McLean Sibanda from the Innovation Hub. So you guys will have that interview on our podcast later on, which we'll share. And this time around, we did something a little different. It's a little different from what you normally do, but it's pretty cool as well. So there's this thing called Startup Grind. It's a global thing that's happening. 200 startup grind communities out there across the world. South Africa-wise, there's one in Durban, there's one in Cape Town, there's one in Joburg. But recently, Tuesday, right?
Yes.
They launched one in Pretoria, and we have the guy who's leading the Joburg, the Pretoria chapter, Tendai, Garandi. So this is how he wants his surname to be pronounced. It's not Garandi, it's Garandi. So we've got Tendai Garandi, who's going to be next. So you guys sit back and listen to the interview. All right, so we at Startup Grind, Pretoria, and I'm here with Tendai Garandi. I hope I pronounced that right.
You did, actually. You got it right.
Yeah, so we just got invited to Startup Grind. It's the first one in Pretoria. But before we even go anywhere, what is Startup Grind?
Startup Grind, well, first of all, I want to appreciate Mixo for you, get me on this platform. Startup Grind is it's a startup community that's, it was started in Silicon Valley. And we are a global startup community of that, we basically was designed to educate and inspire and connect entrepreneurs around the world. We have 200 plus cities, chapters around the world, and over 100, countries so far.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, so basically this is not just a South African thing, it's a global movement for connecting startups.
Absolutely. This is a global movement. This is quite big, man, and I hope people can just wake up and smell the coffee. See, this is actually happening right now. This is the present tense.
But the thing is, well, they smell the coffee. Why should they even bother coming to something like the Startup Grind? What is it? Well, I mean, it's just a place where I can just chill late at night, or is there something I'm going to gain from it?
You see, Mixo, the thing about it is, as entrepreneurs, all our journeys are very similar, but it's just that we don't have connection.
Yeah.
We start off, our ideas in a garage or in your bedroom, in your mom's dining room, whatever it is. But the thing is, there's people that are actually going through what you're going through, folks that are across the world that are going through exactly the same thing that you are going through. So Startup Grind is a platform that has been designed for you to connect with other entrepreneurs right across the pond. You can connect with entrepreneurs that are in Canada, that's in USA, that's in UK, elsewhere in Europe. Or even if you're an African entrepreneur, you can connect with other entrepreneurs that are in Kenya, in Egypt, Nairobi, you name it. But it's a platform that for you entrepreneurs to connect, get these inspired stories of other entrepreneurs and get educated how you can maneuver in your business to be scalable.
All right. So we just had the first one in Pretoria, Startup Grind Pretoria.
Yes.
Big ups to you guys for actually bringing it here.
Thank you.
Thank you. There's
Thank
a
you
lot
so
of these things happening. Durban, Cape Town, Joburg. It's the first one in Pretoria, and it was a full house. Right. You guys brought in the guy from Warm Drop,
yes,
which is pretty cool.
Yes.
And so what do you message you have for the guys here in Pretoria? I'm assuming this is going to be happening every month, if I'm correct.
Yes, every Tuesday of the month. Every first Tuesday of the month, actually. Yeah. But Mixo, man, that's a great question, man. You actually bombarded me with these great questions, man. This makes me feel so excited. But the thing is about what we're trying to do as a startup Grind chapter director. We're trying to move Pretoria entrepreneurs forward.
Yeah.
The thing is, I'm an entrepreneur that was born in Harare in Zimbabwe, right?
Yeah.
There's a certain time that in a period where I was stuck with my business, right? I needed some connections. I needed some education. I needed some inspiration into my business. So what has been put into place right now is for us as business, as you an individual who want to make your business scalable, to now start having an education how you can make your business scalable and educate yourself. So what we have now in Pretoria is we want to galvanize all those entrepreneurs. Let's harness all those bright-minded people and see how best we can take them to the next level. Yeah. Because what we have is a connection, right?
Exactly.
If you have a business that's not been sitting for 5 years and you haven't had any angel investor or having any people particularly interested with your idea, well, come to Startup Grind events. This is where you're going to meet the people that are most likely to get interested with your business, educate you more how you can maneuver with your business, and get some inspirational stories.
Yeah, so that's the other thing I saw from today. Mm-hmm. One of my takeaways is listening to Stakely from Warm Drop. I would attend this kind of events. Obviously, we get caught in attending a lot of these events and whatnot. But what I'd really come to something like this is to learn from someone who's made mistakes.
Absolutely.
I mean, what he was saying today, he wasn't really talking about, we've made it big and whatnot, right?
Yes.
He was basically laying it down like it is.
The struggles, yes.
So the challenges that
Yes.
we've come across. So I think this is a really good spot
Yes.
for things like that. Is that what you guys are trying to achieve eventually? That listen, it's not all about the glitz and the glamour. It's a journey, and there's lots of lessons to be learned from people out there.
Yes. I mean, for instance, for this speaker that you had tonight, Simon Hartley, he's somebody that got into business not knowing what he was going to do. You see, I mean, think about it. This is something that can inspire everybody that is sitting at home that have ever had any imagination of wanting to start a business. But people, they get discouraged because they never heard any inspiration coming from anybody that have made it. So when we have people like Samuel Hartley and talk to people and say, look, I started a business and I didn't have anything that actually in particular that I was going to do, but I started a business. That motivates you sitting on a couch watching TV and say, look, I have a business idea. So if Simon Hartley have done it, why not me?
Exactly.
You see, so this is the motivation that we are implementing in Pretoria. Me being a startup grind chapter director here in Pretoria, we want to harness all the talent, all that entrepreneurship skills that are here in Pretoria to bring it on the forefront. And as a matter of fact, Mixo, I'm glad that you asked me that question because we are trying to get the mayor himself to actually speak on our behalf of the entrepreneurs that are here in Pretoria.
Nice. All right, so to all the entrepreneurs, I mean, based here in Pretoria, this is definitely one of the platforms to start connecting. Where can one find out more information about the next one?
The next one is you can go on startupgrind.com/Pretoria, or you can just go to startupgrind.com and find out more information. We got events, updates, videos that take you to YouTube, speakers that we have. Currently, right now, we are having our global conference in Silicon Valley on the 21st and 22nd. We are looking for volunteers, and we want more volunteers that are coming from this chapter. We want more volunteers, people who want to go and volunteer in Silicon Valley and get to witness some other people that are doing something out there in Silicon Valley. So participate. Go on startupgrind.com/Pretoria and find out more details on there. We need you. We need you, Pretoria. It's our time for us to rise up.
So tell us a little bit about that volunteer initiative that you guys are having. I mean, if someone who is interested in volunteering, how does the process work and what do they actually be doing?
Well,
besides heading to the States,
Right. Up to which is a great thing, man. You're taking a vacay. But the thing, you go on startupgrind/Pretoria, and once you scroll down on that web browser, you see, application that says volunteer application. There you fill up the application, and once the headquarters receive your application, they will vet it, and if you get accepted, yes, you're going to be at Silicon Valley. When you get to Silicon Valley, you're going to be ushering some of the most brilliant ideas around the world, some of these entrepreneurs that are coming for our global conference. And it's an experience.
Yeah.
And entrepreneurship itself is an experience. It's a journey. So participate.
All right. So my very last question, who is this platform for? Is it for techies? Is it for everyone? I mean, there's a lot of people try to think startup businesses and whatnot are only specific for certain people, and you find that people come here and talk, like the One Drop guy who was talking about building a platform. Someone might be sitting there and thinking, hey, is this for developers or what? Who's welcome to Startup Grind?
If I say this platform is for techpreneurs, it won't be fair enough. This is for all-round entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
If you are somebody that always wanted to do something, but because we are proactive, this is a proactive platform, because no matter the business that you are starting, it could not be technical, techpreneur, but what we need, you want to need an aspect that's coming from the tech space.
Sure.
So hence it involves tech the whole tech space into the whole business. So what we want is people to not to discriminate yourself and say, oh no, because my business is not really technical like that, so I don't need to be a startup grind. You can be somebody who's selling makeup artist kit on Instagram. You can be somebody selling clothes on Instagram, or you get a website. What you need to do is to connect with other entrepreneurs that can help you to build a dynamic website for you to sell your product, right?
Awesome. Yeah.
So hence, you need connections. You need somebody who needs to help you, because I myself, I still need somebody. Even still, I'm a director here in Startup Grind in Pretoria. There's some more things that I'm trying to enhance in the business that I need some other people. So don't ever think that your business is enough. You want to need some technical expertise.
All right, so there you have it, folks. Check out Startup Grind on Twitter, Startup Grind Pretoria, PTA.
Yes.
They also have an Instagram account. And once a month, the first Tuesday of every month,
Yes.
There's a meetup. This is open to anyone who's trying to get into the business space, who's trying to network. Maybe you want to expand your business. Maybe you just want to come and learn from those, not those who have made it, but those who've actually failed. So this is definitely something for you to check out. Startup Grind Pretoria. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot for giving us your time.
Man, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Mixo, for giving me time for you to speak to your platform, man. Like I said, man, my movement is so big. Let's get Pretoria be the best in entrepreneurs. I know you're out there. You're sitting in your room. Come on out there, man, and join the rest of the crew at Startup Grind events every Tuesday of every month. And this is the beginning of the year. Let's make it happen.
I think we just the only thing we're missing is a rap beat. But yeah, thanks a lot, guys. There you have it. Startup Grind. Check it out. Peace.
Thank you. Appreciate so much, man. Thank you so much, man. This is
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be connected.
Yeah.
Connections matters. It's all about connections out there, connecting entrepreneurs to opportunity.
Nah, I
That's
mean,
what it is. Now I'm saying, yeah, man. Did you hear that? You can actually get to go to Silicon Valley.
that was actually very cool that you can be part of the team that goes to Silicon Valley. You just become a volunteer
Okay.
with Startup Grind, and then you could potentially go to Silicon Valley.
Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, head on over to www.startupgrind.com/Pretoria.
Yeah.
Startupgrind.com/Pretoria. And get to check out some of the events that will be happening. They'll be posted there. Lot of information going on in there. So it's gonna be interesting. We spoke about a PSL app earlier on.
Yeah.
Yes, I just came across an interesting story right now. Because tech people, geeks and nerds are people, and they are lovers. We love, and we are loved. I also love soccer. Okay, maybe some of you, but get this: Bill Gates has been approached to buy Liverpool.
Yes.
Do you know the soccer team Liverpool? I've heard someone talking about it.
I'm not a fan of Liverpool. I'm a Man U fan, but yeah, definitely know the Red Devil. I mean, not the Reds.
Okay, but what do you think of the team? Do you think this will be a good investment?
He's got the money. They need to start buying a lot of quality guys. So the money, he's got the money.
Yes. So that's the thing. You need the money, you need the resources, you need the capacity. So that's what it is, ladies and gentlemen. If you're going into it, go to it with your heart. There's a saying in my language. Basically, when you get into marriage, you get into it with your head. So, and I also say that you're not hardcore unless you live hardcore. Yes. So if you're into entrepreneurship, if you're into tech, make sure that you love. You gotta love. You gotta love it.
You feeling the love, aren't you?
Yeah, man. Valentine's fever. You gotta love.
What you got for us for Valentine?
So we always love to get. Oh wow, a lot of love today.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, but ladies and gentlemen, we're challenging you to to tweet us, Instagram us, Facebook us, link us on LinkedIn, anywhere. Post stuff and post some of the best pickup lines in tech.
Yeah.
You know, you're the CSS to my HTML. You know, things like maybe you're the manifest file of my Android code. Yes, you know, such stuff. So we want to bring more excitement into tech to show that tech is very much relatable in our everyday life.
Yeah, so guys, drop us those pickup lines. If you can bet a tea, we'll definitely give you and your partner, whoever your partner might be, tickets to go and watch a movie.
Yes,
right?
A movie to watch on Valentine's Day on the gigs. It will be on us. Just tell us what you got. You know, do you love tech?
Yeah,
I think you do.
So drop those
Drop
those pickup lines for us. You can even send us code. So take a screenshot of your code, your pickup line in code. That would be so cool. Let a program run about love or something like that. Take a picture. Say anything really cool around love that you think will stand out, and then we'll pick it up and we'll share it with the rest of the world. And at the very same time, we'll give you the ticket.
Yes. I think it was a very energetic show today. In a few weeks, we have got a couple of stuff coming up.
Yeah.
Look out for the safe hack. So, you know that online zombies are out to get you. So look out for safe hack. Yes. Look out for Safe Hack, a hackathon aimed at making you safe all the way, coming up on the 18th and the 19th of March. So that's going to be exciting. And of course, on the 2nd of March, we'll be broadcasting live from the UK. We will be getting on with maker stuff and all that. And then International Open Data Day at the University of Pretoria in the Northern Cape as well. So that's going to be exciting as well. Get ahead with the open data movement. What else, Misho, is coming up?
That's more or less for what's coming up this week. If there's anything else, just check out our Twitter page, our Facebook page. We'll drop everything there for you guys.
Yes, and if you have got a cool project that you want us to know about, hit us up, drop us an email, connect@geekculture.com.
Yeah.
Tweet us at Brand Live Radio on
Coming
Twitter.
live from the box.
Hashtag Geeks Connect at Geek Culture. Check out the Facebook innovators.it group. It's quite an interesting one. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it, hey? That's all we had for you today.
Yeah, guys, it's been pretty awesome. Lots of love being shared here. I hope T doesn't continue singing because it was very long, very, very long show. Other than that, keep spreading the love and keep coding, keep developing, and keeping awesome. Peace.
Keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on.
Yes.
That's very nice.
Yes.
Keep on keeping on.
So we're gonna keep on talking.
No, we're done.
All right.
It's over.
I think that the sound technician is going to cut us out.
Yeah, but then we can carry on until it cuts it out because it's over.
Okay.
You're listening to brandlive.co.za.